Hi, everybody. I'm Dusk. Welcome to Realm of the Sacred Roots. I wanted to talk today about the elements, specifically the air element. A lot of people have different elements, whether they use their birth month as the element that they use, or they naturally gravitate to a certain element. In this case, I wanted to talk to you about air today and about basically either singing a spell via air and having air take that to where it needs to go. So it's important to work with the element that you're most comfortable with first, at least until you can master that element. Learn everything that you can about it. In the case of air, that's what I did. You try to work with the four winds. You try to meditate and think on air. You are outside and you feel the wind. You leave your windows open where the wind can come through and actually talk to you. You can actually feel wind's intent when you open your windows and let it flow through. It will talk to you and speak to you. You just have to be patient enough with it and meditate on it. Watch the trees move in the wind. Watch the birds fly in the air. Um, these things are all learning about air, learning about wind. And I wanted to talk to you today about using your voice in order to carry through something that you want to accomplish. I um I don't know if you've heard some of the old recordings of the shamans of old when they would sing. They didn't have to have a great voice. They just needed to have the power behind their voice in order to make an impact on what they were trying to accomplish, on what they were trying to manifest. And that's important. So don't worry if you don't have a great singing voice, but it's all about imagination and using your mind to create the song, to create your intentions. Write it down on paper, which is what I do. Here's what I'm trying to do. I write it down on paper and then I put a melody to it. I hum it. I put a song to it. Sometimes I close my eyes and spirit will give me the melody and the words for what the intention is I'm trying to manifest. A lot of times it will just come to me. I'll be driving, sitting in a park, and always have your phone recorder ready to write down, or a pen and pad ready to jot down what it is and hum the melody that you get into your phone so you'll remember it when you get home. You can actually put that down and use that. It's very powerful. And it's also using every instrument and every tool I believe that Great Spirit gave us to use, that the Creator gave us to use. We should use it, is how I believe. Anyways, I wanted to share a song with you. It's a song that I created for a spell work I was doing. And like I said, you don't have to have a great voice, you just need to have your intention put behind it, the words, and then a melody. When I do my singing, I literally have it as a conversation between the wind and I, and we're talking. And this is what I call courting the wind in my song. So let me sing the song for you real quick. I'll just go through it. So I want you to hear what I'm saying. I'll leave the interpretation of the song to you. It might have a different interpretation for everybody, but I know what my intention was when I created this song. So, okay, let me do a quick song for you. And this is me talking to the winds. Four winds, four winds, can you hear me? Four winds, four winds, four winds, can you hear me? Four winds. Her secret still safe. Won't you follow me there? I promise I won't make a sound except four winds, four winds. Can you hear me? Four winds. A secret still safe. Won't you follow me there? I promise I won't make a sound Except. So that's the song that I used, that Spirit gave me. And I sent the song on the wind as I spoke to the wind about the song. As I'm singing the song to the wind, my intention is going with it. And I'm sending it off to the place that I desired it to go to fulfill the work there and then bring it back to me. So it's a powerful song. Again, give it a try. Do it at home. Give it a try. It's a different way of thinking. Some of you have already done this and have found it to be successful, and maybe some have not tried or have tried and it wasn't. Put your all into it. Be one with the element that you're choosing to sing with, and you'll see a difference. I promise, if you put your all into it and become one with the wind, become one with it, and I think you will see a difference in the outcome, in the manifestations that you're looking for. It's very powerful. So I wanted to share that one song with you. I have plenty more that I intend to share because perhaps you can use it in your spell work, and maybe it will even encourage you to make your own song that you can use in your spell work. So there's so many things I can talk about when it comes to courting wind, courting air with your voice. But I promise you, it will listen. It will listen. And say a prayer, talk to wind prior to doing it. uh, Again, build a relationship with your element or elements. A lot of us have past lives where we have multiple elements, is what I call it, right? I have all the elements. I've had how many past lives, just like you. We've had plenty of past lives. If you know who you are and who you were, you can actually pull on that and use those elements that you once used before. For instance, I'm air now. As far as the month goes, right? Or of my birth date, I am air. But because my past lives come through so strongly, I have such a deep connection with earth. And I have other connections with earth in the underworld. So, but it's very, very strong that if I didn't know better, I would say earth was my primary. Even though in this lifetime it's not, it's still very strong. So the same with fire, and so once you start learning more about your past lives, I think you can pull those elements in and use them in this life now, which is the great thing about knowing who you were. But I'm going off into another topic. I should do another video probably on past lives and how to harness and use the things that we knew and learned from before. Well, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask, and good luck to you in your spell work and courting air.